Hi everyone, welcome to this new blog post. So what we're going to be talking about today is site logo branding. Now, I blogged a little while ago about being able to create a custom branding for your Nintex forms. This is going to go down to like a slightly lower level where you want to create some branding for a particular site or a bunch of different sites. And you want to do it once, and it will hopefully affect all the sites that you create. Now, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to have two sites, site 1 and site 2, and I want to have a custom logo on each of the sites, right, in the Nintex forms. So what we're looking at right now is site 1. This is open that up. This is going to be my logo that I want to use for my site 1. So it's going to be like a finance type site. And then I have site 2, which is going to be an HR site, and that's going to be its logo. So what we do is you go to each site. So this is actually what you're looking at is site 1. I created a library called logos, which is a document library, and I've put my logo in there. I've also gone to a second site, even though this looks the same. I have another logos library with the same file name, logo.jpg. You can see that one there. And if I go back to site 1, there's the logo there. Now, what you can do is you can go to any of your list of libraries. You can click on Nintex Forms. So this is going to be in site 1 that we're looking at right now. And you'll see the default logo is going to be the Nintex Forms logo. Well, I don't really want that. I actually want to have my custom logo. So I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to get rid of that URL. And I'm going to build one up. By clicking on this insert reference button on the right here, it's a little open book icon. You can scroll down in the common properties and select site URL. This is going to be the start of me building up a dynamic URL to my logo. And I'm going to add a bit. Logos is the name of my library, and I've decided I'm going to call my logo logo.jpg. So I'm going to basically have the same library, logos, in each of my sites. I'm going to have a file in there called logo.jpg, so it's always going to be the same, and that's all I have to do. I'm going to change this one because this is going to be my finance site to some alternate text, and this is what you're going to see. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to remove this orange background that we have there. So I'm going to get rid of that CSS class. Okay, now you'll always see this blue circle with a white question mark because it's not going to actually show you the logo until you actually have an instance of the form. And we can test that out by just clicking on the preview button on the ribbon. And there you go, it's picked out this logo. I'm going to publish this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this form, and I'm going to use it in my other site. Now I'm going to jump to my site 2. I'm going to go to the same library. I'm going to create documents library. Now you see there's nothing special there. I haven't actually designed a form for it. If I click on Nintex Forms, I'm going to go back to my original, the default form that you get with Nintex Forms. Now rather than customizing this form, I'm actually going to import the form I just exported from the other site. Again, you see that little blue circle with the white question mark. If I open it up, you'll see it's a dynamically generated URL to the image. Now, because we're on a different site, it's now actually going to reference a different image. So if I preview it, you'll see now I've got this other logo because that's the logo that exists in my logos library in this site. So you can see you can actually customize the form in such a way that when used in different sites, you'll actually have different branding, and you can do the same sort of thing with with saving this form and importing it into Central Admin as a template. What that means is that every form you create from then on will automatically inherit this dynamic URLs, or even if you had some CSS that was that you want to use throughout your farm, you could actually store the CSS in a specific library with a specific name in each of your sites. therefore customizing the actual, maybe background colors or fonts or, any sort of layouts that you want, you can have slightly different ones, but the original, the template will be the same, just pointing to different CSS files according to whatever site they're on. So hopefully this will help you guys customize your forms in such a way that you don't have to redo things over and over again. Thanks for listening in, and if you have any comments, feel free to add them to my blog post. Thanks, guys.